Okay, so how this is going to work is I'm only going to assign your group a Google slide. It'll look just like this. So if you see it, only the people in your group are going to see that slide. You can add, everybody's going to be an editor, so you need to be very careful not to delete what somebody else put in. So if somebody else puts an image here, don't delete it. Just add another slide. So if you go over here to slide and go to new slide, add a slide, everybody in the group will be able to see that you've added a slide. Okay. And then you're going to put an image in the slide, and then people can comment about ways to help. So you have to help each other. There are certain expectations that I will go through in a separate video on what is appropriate language and what is appropriate things that you should be talking about. We are not here to criticize people. We're here to help one another. Okay. So I have this in a group because when we're doing a large project for an art show or an art competition or something like that, it's really good to have feedback from multiple people. Somebody might see something that you didn't even notice before. Or somebody may catch something that even I might have missed. So it's a great way to collaborate and to work. If you continue in art and you go to art in high school, there's way more of this that goes on. And then into college, that's all it is. You're in a big, huge studio, and it is all working with your peers, coming up with ideas, brainstorming, tossing ideas back and forth with one another. It's the best way I have found to really get that creative thinking going, is when people are bouncing ideas. Somebody may say something that you hadn't even thought of, and it sparks the idea for something completely different, but it gets those ideas going. It gets the brain chemistry sparkling along. Okay. So keep that in mind. So you are going to insert an image. I'm pretty sure we all know how to do that. So you can insert from your computer and you can take an image that you took of your drawing, or maybe an idea like you found a Google drawing that you like. For example, this eye, so maybe I went into Google and I found this eye that I kind of like, and I want to try to do it. So I can upload it, and I'm going to make it smaller because I want to be able to type questions. Okay. So then here, I'm going to click on this text box, and I'm just going to pull this over. Right. So now everything I type is just in this box. So I could put and now I'm going to ask, well, let's make this font is huge. You can adjust the font. You just highlight it and then come up here to your font size right here. And let's just make that smaller. So now I can ask the group, hey, what about drawing an eye for the art show? And then maybe other people in the group were like, yeah, that would actually be a really good idea. That's good. We could do little thumbs ups or check marks or plus signs, which is a shift, right? For yes, that's a good idea. Perhaps you have a different idea. You could say, what about two eyes? Or how about half of a face instead of just an eye by itself? The person doesn't have to take that suggestion, but it's good to throw those ideas out there so that we're all thinking about things. Okay. And so then the next person could add a slide. They're going to do the same thing. Add an image, ask a question, talk about it. What do you guys think about this? Maybe it's your own drawing. I know it can be a little scary, but that's why I have us in smaller groups, okay, with very specific things that are allowed, okay? So this is a judgment-free zone, and I'll talk all about that in our expectations video, okay? So that is it. Everybody's going to be able to edit this. Do not erase somebody else's slide. That is so important. Don't do that. Okay, that's somebody else's work. You're all going to be working on the same Google Slides. Okay, and I might upload some things or some ideas or some questions, and you guys can talk about them. Okay. And participation, I'm able to see who's editing and who's adding things. So that's part of your grade is participation. So make sure that you're putting at least something in there, or at least making a comment here and there, so that you get those participation grades, because those will be part of the 9 weeks this week, okay, or this 9 weeks, okay. And then watch the other video for the expectations around language and commenting and things like that. And I might open up the comment section of the Google Classroom where you guys can leave comments for one another. But again, it's very specific expectations around that.